The gilded gates of Buckingham Palace, once symbols of enduring tradition and timeless grandeur, now seem to tremble under the weight of an unprecedented royal scandal. Behind those historic stone walls, the British monarchy, a dynasty that has weathered centuries of conflict and controversy, finds itself on the brink of unraveling. The source of the turmoil? A devastating confluence of betrayal, ambition, and a battle over the final wishes of the late Queen Elizabeth II. The royal family has always operated like a finely tuned machine, its internal fractures hidden beneath a polished veneer of unity and duty. But that facade has cracked wide open, exposing a tangled web of accusations, secret investigations, and whispered threats that could bring the entire institution to its knees. At the heart of the storm stand three pivotal figures: Prince William, Prince Harry, and Queen Camilla, each with their own vision of what the monarchy should be, and each unwilling to back down. It all began with the Queen's will, a document that was supposed to provide clarity and closure in the wake of her passing. Instead, it has become a catalyst for the most dramatic power struggle the royal family has faced in decades, a struggle that now threatens to destroy the fragile peace her reign so carefully maintained. Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history, was revered for her unshakable sense of duty and her meticulous attention to detail. Even in her final years, she remained steadfastly committed to ensuring a smooth transition for the monarchy after her death. According to palace insiders, the Queen drafted her will with careful precision, leaving explicit instructions regarding the distribution of titles, estates, and her personal jewelry collection, a collection that includes some of the most historically significant pieces in the world. The crown jewels, worn by generations of queens, symbolize the monarchy's power, while Elizabeth's private collection held deep sentimental value, with pieces gifted by world leaders and inherited from her ancestors. Among these treasures were items reportedly earmarked for specific family members: a diamond tiara for Princess Charlotte, sapphire earrings for Catherine, Princess of Wales, and a collection of jewels for Meghan Markle, a gesture meant to welcome her fully into the royal fold, despite past tensions. Yet, when the contents of the will were quietly revealed to senior royals, discrepancies emerged. Certain pieces never reached their intended recipients, and some titles the Queen had allegedly wanted to remain untouched were suddenly up for discussion. Whispers began circulating that someone within the family had influenced the final execution of her wishes, and suspicion quickly turned toward Queen Camilla. As the weight of the throne looms ever closer, Prince William has grown increasingly protective of the monarchy's legacy. For William, the crown is not just a birthright, it is a solemn responsibility, one he has prepared for since childhood. So when questions arose about the handling of the Queen's will, the Prince of Wales reportedly took matters into his own hands, quietly assembling a team of trusted advisors to launch a discreet investigation. According to palace sources, the investigation revealed troubling inconsistencies in the management of royal finances and the distribution of assets. Documents were allegedly found that suggested Queen Camilla had a more active hand in these affairs than previously known. The most shocking claim: that Camilla may have pushed for her son, Tom Parker Bowles, to be granted a royal title, potentially even the Duke of Sussex title if it were stripped from Harry. For William, this revelation was a dagger to the heart. The Duke of Sussex title had been a gift from the Queen to her beloved grandson, a symbol of trust and continuity. The idea that the title might be reassigned outside the direct line of succession, especially to someone with no blood ties to the crown, was unthinkable. And the fact that Camilla, a woman whose place in the family had been controversial from the start, might be orchestrating such a move ignited a fierce determination within William to protect the monarchy at all costs. The prince reportedly told close confidants that he would not allow personal ambition to corrupt the institution, signaling that he was prepared to confront even his own father and stepmother if necessary. But as William's investigation deepened, another force stirred across the Atlantic, a force with its own grievances and its own arsenal of secrets. In California, where Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have built a new life far removed from the constraints of royal protocol, news of the investigation and the potential loss of his title hit like a thunderclap. For Harry, the Duke of Sussex title wasn't just a formality, it was a connection to his past, a symbol of his place in the royal lineage, and a reminder of his grandmother's enduring love for him. According to sources close to the couple, Harry was enraged by the idea that his title could be revoked and possibly handed to someone outside the immediate family. The prince reportedly viewed this as not only an attack on him but on his wife and children, a final, unforgivable attempt to erase his branch of the family tree. In response, Harry allegedly made it clear that if his title were stripped, he would not go quietly. Reports suggest he threatened to release a cache of private correspondence, documents, and recordings that could expose damaging information about senior royals, including instances where Charles and Camilla allegedly acted against the Queen's explicit wishes. One particularly sensitive issue revolves around Meghan's inheritance. The Queen had reportedly set aside several pieces of jewelry for Meghan, including a tiara she wore during a Commonwealth tour, as a symbol of unity. But according to insiders, those pieces never made their way to Meghan, fueling Harry's suspicion that Camilla had intervened to block the inheritance. For Harry, the situation has become a fight for justice, a last stand to defend his family's place within the monarchy and to honor the legacy of the grandmother he adored. And according to those close to him, he is prepared to burn it all down if that legacy is dishonored. Camilla's heartbreak, a queen under siege. Inside Buckingham Palace, Queen Camilla is said to be devastated by the accusations leveled against her. After decades of public scrutiny and relentless criticism, she had finally found her footing as queen consort, only to now face a fresh wave of hostility from her stepsons. Camilla has reportedly confided in friends that she feels persecuted by William and Harry, believing that their investigation is not about justice but about punishing her for her past. She allegedly fears that no matter how much she has sacrificed, she will always be seen as an interloper, the woman who disrupted the fairytale narrative of Charles and Diana. Yet, Camilla remains fiercely loyal to her own children, reportedly arguing that Tom Parker Bowles deserves recognition for his unwavering support of the monarchy. And while she mourns the breakdown of her relationship with her stepsons, insiders say she is unwilling to relinquish her hard-won place within the royal hierarchy. The fate of the monarchy, a family at war. As the battle lines are drawn, the British royal family stands on the precipice of disaster. King Charles, caught between his wife and his sons, faces an impossible choice: defend Camilla's honor or risk alienating his heirs. Meanwhile, William and Harry, once the closest of brothers, now stand as rivals in a war that threatens to destroy the very institution they were born to protect. The question now is not just whether the monarchy will survive this crisis, but whether it should. And as the world watches this historic family unravel, one thing is certain: the House of Windsor will never be the same.